All right, guys. Kind of bad news. I'm going to be conflicted again tomorrow on Friday, of course. So I'm putting this together, and hopefully can get there at a later time. I had a pipe burst under my kitchen sink. It looks like I am not a plumber. It is just a standard crack on a section that can be basically unsealed, unscrewed, and replaced. But of course, I sure as hell am not going to do it. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I did make an emergency call. I have someone coming in. The earliest, though, I can get him here is at 9 o'clock tomorrow. If I have any semblance to what is going on with these pipes, I think he should be able to do it pretty quickly. That said, I live 45 minutes away. So even if everything goes smoothly, I doubt I can even get there until probably 11 o'clock. So I'm going to create this video right here, show you what I have been doing, and some of the connections that we need to pursue, and so I can get your input later as to what I need to do next. So let me do a screen share here. All right, so in general, this is using the Python 3.7 system. I know UC Denver technically is still on Python 2.7. I'm not sure the exact versions that you guys are using, but I just went with the most recent and what I usually use for most of my stuff. But so this is an overall a relatively simple setup, but it's for a standard user login. I have this created. Let me run. So again, as you can see, I'm not going to go too crazy and get this looking pretty until you guys know what I'm doing and know the next step. But overall, a standard login. So nothing is created at the moment. We are just doing initial sign up. Terry, let's go back here. I do not have security systems and procedures set up for the user sign up, but that's relatively easy. So again, I'm using a 7-digit password right here. It's because I have no password procedures or security settings set up yet. But anyway, around it, user sign up. So what that does, what this sign up does, we are creating and assigning it to this temp file. This temp file is right here. And basically, so at the moment for a standard user login and setup with this Python system, which by the way, I've used and it works just fine in Mac, Windows, and Linux, assuming they're all connected and have the Python language system set up. But so yeah, let me go back in here and try and log in. I'm using an incorrect password at first. Obviously, invalid login, you can see right here. Correct password, logged in. So again, the overall simple procedure with just matching the user and password, I already have that set up. It's ready to go. It's simple. And security procedures and settings can easily be tied into this regardless of what it is. Password length, special characters, encryption, all that stuff, it's there and can easily be done. But again, I don't want to make it too detailed and advanced without running it by you guys first. So, but now the catch is, once we have this login system, what is going to be done with it? Since we're using our system as kind of a two-factor authentication system, at least a version of that, we have our username and password that is there, of course, but we also need our facial signature score, whatever it is that's going to be coming along with this to validate the user credentials in the database. And that's where the next system, with what I have from last semester and everything, needs to be kind of dove into. So again, we have this information and tied into our last system, but what happens with this is because we were using a Windows system last time, this is what I'm not sure if we can tie in this Linux-based login to a Windows database. That's what I still need to test out. And if you guys know that, please let me know. But again, as you know from last semester, we have our full controlling Active Directory. All these security settings are set up. This Active Directory right here is controlling both our SQL server, which is also, again, like a Windows-based system. This is where I don't know if our Linux-based information can then be stored in the Windows-based server. But anyway, around it, we have the Windows server, and then also just the standard user-based system. This is just me, Nate Terry, logged in right here. Again, both the users window, the users login as well as the database are both controlled and managed by the Active Directory, just as it is here on the on the UCD campus. Again, so the next big test from what I have with the Python login system is where can this information now be stored, since we're transitioning into a Linux-based application. So again, that's basically what I have at the moment. But the overall login and user system, I already have that set up. It's here. It's ready to go. Making it more complicated, it's secure. That's easy, as well as adding in any other credentials such as a facial score. So that's it. Again, I apologize for not making it to the 10 o'clock meeting. I will keep you updated by text. Hopefully I can get there by 11 o'clock if we need to go over anything else. And again, I will have the Zoom meeting up and running, and we'll be recording, but most likely, even though I may be able to hear you guys in the background, I probably won't be participating in it, assuming I'm dealing with a stupid plumber. So that's all. I'll keep you updated. And again, hopefully I should be stopping by at around 11 o'clock tomorrow if everything goes smoothly.